Hello, this is Professor Budwell. In this video, we are going to be talking about case law and the importance that it plays in your ultimate goal of finding the law. There are a few general points to cover at the onset. First, if you remember from our previous module, case law is a primary authority as opposed to a secondary authority. It can be either mandatory or persuasive depending on the court and jurisdiction. Case law is made by the courts, whereas statutes are made by legislatures. But when a legislature passes a statute and it is signed into law, it is impossible for them to list every circumstance in which that statute may or may not apply. So for guidance, we look to judicial opinions in which the statute has been applied to a set of facts. This map is from your readings. This shows which state used which regional reporter for publishing cases. All state cases are published in a regional report. Many states still publish their own official reporter. For example, I practice in Virginia, which, in addition to using the Southeastern Reporter, also uses the Virginia Reports. You will sometimes see parallel citations when a case is published in multiple publications. When you are researching case law, two tools that can be invaluable are headnotes and a citator, like Lexis Shepherd's citation service or Westlaw's KeyCite. Headnotes are brief summaries or highlights that you can find at the beginning of the case in some, but not all, databases. Headnotes are created by attorney editors to highlight particular points of law or important aspects of the case. Headnotes are designed as a guide to help you in your research, but just as this video should not serve as a substitute for the assigned readings, headnotes are not a substitute for thoroughly reviewing the case. Keep in mind that headnotes are finding tools, not an actual part of the opinion, and should never be cited. You should use the headnote to locate the relevant part of the opinion and then cite the court's language. Citating, which is usually referred to as shepherdizing, is the process of making sure that the case that you are researching is in fact still good case law. Judicial opinions can be overturned by higher courts or by the same court. A good example of this would be Roe v. Wade. Additionally, statutes can overturn case law. Some databases have more tools than others to help you discover if case law is still good law, as we will discuss in the next slide. You do not want to cite to a case without thoroughly making sure that it is still good law. Here are a few of the databases that are used in researching case law. Westlaw and Nexis are comprehensive legal databases. Both include headnotes and other very effective tools for helping you find case law and for making sure that that case law is still good law. The databases are expensive, and most law firms only subscribe to one, or sometimes none. Law students are trained in how to use both products. All Regent students have access to the Nexis Uni, which is owned by the same company as LexisNexis. It includes many of the same features as the full Lexis product, including headnotes and Shepherds. You can find it on the Law Library's Law Student Resources under MA in Law or BA in Law. It is also linked on the database page of both Regent University libraries. Fastcase is a legal database that is now provided as a benefit of bar membership in nearly every state, including Virginia. I use it quite a bit in my own practice. Fastcase provides a citator, but it is not as helpful as Shepard's or Westlaw KeyCite. Regent's Fastcase subscription includes integrated links to secondary sources on Hide Online. Google Scholar is a free resource, and one of your assignments in this module is an exercise in which you will use Google Scholar. It can be helpful, but is not nearly as thorough as Westlaw or Lexis. I hope that this has been informative. You will learn much more about case law in your assigned readings. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask.